Well, East Coast getting battered by this. We've got live reports and, of course, updates from here in studio. We thank you for joining us here on Weather Unfiltered. I'm Alex Wilson.
Hey, everyone. Mike Bettis, of course, always joined by the former director of the National Hurricane Center, our hurricane expert, Dr. Rick Knabb. This thing means business tonight.
Yeah, just because it has warm and cold fronts attached to it, that's why it's not designated a tropical storm and have tropical storm warnings. But it really is behaving just like one. The center coming ashore, so we've had a landfall, and we've got the rain-induced flood risk and the coastal flood risk kind of working together in the Hampton Roads area. So a lot of roads taking on both fresh and salt water.
Not an ideal afternoon commute for folks. Our Charles Peak has been out there giving us a thunderstorm watch off to the north and east of Denver, northeast Colorado, northwest parts of Kansas, and a good chunk of the state of Nebraska. This includes Valentine to North Platte, down to the Kansas state line, and as far west as the Colorado state line. Not all the way to Wyoming, although we do have severe storms off to the west of Cheyenne. We've got some storms firing off to the west of North Platte, and then east of Goodland, north and east of Goodland as well, and then southwest or southeast of Valentine. Big complex of storms bringing some gusty winds. Now there's wind and hail here for this one between Ogallala and North Platte. You can see the white and the pink cores on the radar imagery. That's showing us that there is hail coming out of this storm. So Keith and Lincoln counties, as well as Perkins counties, under the severe thunderstorm warning until 4:45 local time. In addition to the severe threats, man, being on I-80 right now, it's a mess with just torrential rain. Going to make it really tough to see in spots. There's the hail core. On the good side of the story, we don't have the hail core sitting right over the interstate, but getting up there to 2.5-inch diameter. So now we're talking hail the size of eggs to tennis balls. So very, very large hail coming out of this storm, and that's going to be an issue with our storms today, both hail and gusty wind potential. A lot of available energy to work with. So sections of central and eastern Nebraska as well. So as these storms continue to move off towards the east, they will remain on the strong side. Central Nebraska by the late evening hours. And then again, you see things progressing eastward. Now, by the time they make it into eastern Nebraska, we're looking at early morning hours. So available energy will have dwindled around the Omaha area. I think, if anything, a few showers through the mid-morning hours on your Wednesday. Rainfall to come. Highest amounts will be likely in the areas that see some of the heaviest rainfall. Now, this is through Saturday, so you can see we've got more storms on the way. Some areas could be in that 1 to 2, even 2 to 3-inch rainfall totals. Central storminess, that's the story through the week. It's not going to change. We've got today into tomorrow. Thursday, more storms. You can see lunchtime Bismarck and Pierre, Minneapolis and Des Moines getting in the mix later on Thursday into early Friday. Friday afternoon, more showers and thunderstorms likely. So that's how we'll pile up all of those rainfall totals, Dr. Knabb.
Well, Alex,
Miami,
if we look,
you can expect more downpours out there. So when it's not raining, mostly cloudy skies. Yeah, there'll be some peaks of blue in and around, but expect scenes like this, and plenty of them once again. That has allowed us to really tick up the rainfall for the month of September. This month of September, so far where we are in September, we have seen over 14.25 inches of rain in the city of Miami. Average month to date. So at this point, in an average month of September, you'd see about 5.5 inches of rain. And the average monthly rainfall for the entire month of September for Miami is about 10.25 inches. So we are already way over where we would typically get for the entire month. So giving you a sense of just how rainy it's been here across South Florida. Again, the trend continues, so we've got more rain opportunities coming. But look at the calendar for Miami. It hasn't just rained, it has poured. First week of the month, we had about 1.75 inches one day. Then the second week, man, it came fast and furious. Over 3.5 inches one day, over 2.5 inches the next day, nearly 2 inches later in the week. I mean, it was piling on. We were not getting a break. It was relentless. Month to date, it has been South Florida that's been the big winner when it comes to the rainfall. But some areas, not as much, not as significant. You got a 70-mile drive between Miami, that 14.3 inches, and West Palm Beach, where we've seen under 5 inches of rain. Fort Lauderdale, about 8.25 inches. So a big bullseye over a major city, but there's also quite a bit of population that has not seen. They're like, wait, I feel like it hasn't been raining that much, and you're not wrong. Month to date, Tallahassee, up in the northern part of the state, nothing. Not an iota of rainfall. Miami, meanwhile, again, running 9 inches above average for the month. Rainfall still to come. How about 1 to 2, even 2 to 3 inch totals? And once again, the hot spots will be South Florida. Mike?
All right, so mega rain in South Florida. There's still a lot of season left to go, guys.
All right, let's look at what's happening right now in the tropics. We've got Tropical Depression Mario falling apart, Invest 94E in the Eastern Pacific. But in the Atlantic, as Dr. Knabb has been expecting, things starting to perk up. We have Invest 92L and a new area to watch coming off the coast of Africa. When we look at the model development, these look to do something here. Not necessarily make U.S. landfalls, although we'll be watching it, but things are turning more active, guys, for the Atlantic.
All right, Alex, thank you very much for that. So